Morning, it's
morning.
Wednesday the
8th.
of January 2025. We're just fancying a walk in the park, so what we've done, we're having a walk in Country Park. Just jump past, John. This is a path, obviously it's icy, it's been snowing, it's not very good walking. What I'll do when it all thaws, I'll come back and show you what a mudfest it is. So if you're thinking of getting white turners for Christmas and you're thinking about having a walk around Thriver Country Park, take my advice. Put some stout boots on like me and Johnny. Don't know if you can see him. Show him, John. Can't lift his leg any higher than that. There, nice pair of walking boots. But the good news is, for people, this path is going to be, we're going to have a tarmac path down it. But the bad news is, it should have been completed for December the 31st, 2024. We're now into 2025. Talk about completed. It's not even fucking started. This is the tarmac, like rubber path, what they're putting down, allegedly. And it's got to go about 220 yards. The path here is quite good because it's covered by trees. And like I say, it was supposed to be completed. When I say completed, this stretch of it, there's still like more than what's done, not done, if you get me drift. So this stretch of it got to be completed by December 31st. Last year, they've got the money. What's the fucking hold up, I wonder? Coming now into the jewel in the Country Park crown. This is called the Hope Field.
Hope. There's no hope for it.
Hope. We call it the No Hope Field. I think it cost them 30 grand to fuck a perfectly good meadow field up. And they've done this for it now.
What they had a perfectly good jewel pond.
Yeah, what's been there years.
Been there hundreds of years and they dug it out.
Yeah.
And ballasted it up.
Yeah, I'll take you down that pond and show you the pond in a bit. What they did, it was just a little jewel pond, like John says. Been there hundreds of years. And in the wisdom, probably this time last year, a bit earlier, they decided to extend.
JCB on it.
Go, got a JCB, I nearly slipped then. Get a JCB on it, yes, and they've dug it out, and as a consequence of that, when they dug it out, they dug all newts up what he did in bank, and they were hibernating. And what's happened is they've basically fucked it. This is the pond what they've extended, widened, whatever. Got plenty of water in at the moment, John, but normally
it's usually
it's just a puddle. Yeah,
it was a jewel pond, wasn't it?
Yeah, self-feeding obviously. There's bird eye there at back in my new office. What they've built for me. So yeah, this is the Hope Field, otherwise known as the No Hope Field. I don't know who thought on it, but I bet he's gone right to the top in his job for fucking it up.
Can somebody explain to me why they've not salted round path? It's like a skating ring around that path. So as people,
I'll be honest with you, John. Why they don't grit it?
Go on then.
If they grit it and somebody slips, then they can claim off council.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, if they don't grit it and they slips, it's their own fucking fault. That's why they do it. Plus it saves money and all, John. And who tells you what I know, gives a shout, I'm here for duration. So this field here, what we're looking at now, a farmer's field, what they did, the Country Park, Rotherham Council, they bought this off the farmer, and now he has it for fuck all. How good is that? Fucking pinching money. And poles sticking up there, because we're disabled friendly, or we're reported to be in Thriver Country Park. And that was the disabled fishing peg. They've took it up for some reason. I'll tell you what reason is. They don't want no fucking disabled fishing on it. Right, what we're doing now, I faced Johnny to the scene of the crime, wildlife crime that is, as John knows. He spent me a happy hour in the shed.
I did.
And as did the tawny owl, what's on the amber protected bird list, what they give no thought to when they knocked it down. And sadly for me, listen, that's the sound of concrete.
Tell them about tawny owl boxes.
Oh yeah, you won't believe this. They've knocked this down with the tawny owl used to roost. Got it on good authority now. They've bought some fucking
owl
boxes. You could not fucking make this shit up. I don't know who's running this fucking place. I know it's not Martin the manager, it's above him. And I want a fucking name for that cunt who's fucking dropping all these bollocks. I want him fucking sacking. He's no good at his job. He's making this place uncomfortable for the Thriver residents and visitors. He's doing nothing, only running into ground. I want this concrete up, because if one of my grandkids comes running through here, trips on that 4-inch step and bangs the face on here, somebody's going to be in serious trouble. And I'll tell you something else while we're fucking on one. I'll be doing one of these, what day? 8th of January. I'll be doing one of these every month. And update you on what's not fucking happened. Here we are. Quick reminder for any disabled people. We have a disabled toilet here. and unfortunately it's locked between the hours of 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. It's locked, so if you're disabled, you're coming out in hours, prepare to not go to the toilet if you get me, Dick. And just while we're on about disabled, yeah, but it's locked and all. It's locked and all, John. Here's another 10 yards away. Clearly on the door, disabled toilet and shower. How good is that? And then we've got another disabled toilet in the public toilets. So that's 3, and we've got 1 in the cafe there. That's 4 disabled toilets. And I don't have a problem with that. The only thing is, there's just two able-bodied toilets. How bad is that? And examining this decking, I know they've recently had some new decking put on.
New old?
Yes, old, which is 1100 millimetres, that's the correct height. New, 900 millimetres. Commercial property has to be 1100, health and safety. These here spindles, they're maximum 100 millimetres width. The reason is so a child can't get its head stuck in there. Makes perfect sense to me, but sadly, if you look at the new bit, they've gone 1100, gone 100 millimetres, and when you get to these last 2, they've just banged them in at any distance. Instead of putting 3 in, and what they've done, they've just filled that gap up with 2 spindles. And also, there's a few of these, what you can see, upside down. I mean, they're upside down. Look at them. Look at this. Look at that.
There should be a spacer in there.
There should be a spacer, and also this should be not be on the floor, it should be lifted up. This thing what they sat in, like I'll show you. Whoever did this originally did a very good job, because they should be sat off at floor, that, and it should be like that so you don't tell water. See, this is in a trough, this is in a trough, it holds water. All that stuff there, that black stuff, is pigeon shit.
Does I know what the sad thing is, Dave?
Pigeon shit, you couldn't believe it. It's a fucking eating place.
They've paid somebody handsomely.
Look at fucking pigeons on roof. It's a pigeon hut. Yeah, what they've done that job, and whoever signed it off, the joiner's done that, and he said, I've done that job for you, that decking.
That'll be £3 grand.
So they've come and had a look, and they said, oh, fucking hell, it's a lovely job, that. How much is that? 3,000 quid. Fucking bargain. I want to know bloke who's fucking give the okay for that, because he wants...
Spend my money on that shit.
Yeah, fucking ratepayers, taxpayers' money, my money, everybody who visits your money, wasted. In Boris Johnson terms, I can't stand him, spaffed up the wall. Yeah, behind me is the cafeteria. What they were going to do, they got £2.5 million up from levelling up thing. In 2022, they've got these big plans. They were going to build a new cafe down on the water's edge, which is there, by the way, the water's just there. Going to build it down the water's edge, and it had, didn't consult anybody, somebody just had a brainwave, said that's what we'll do, and then by the time they left it till the start date, they'd not got enough money, believe it or not. They've even got less now, because I've had a look on website, and they've just got 880,000, so where's fucking rest gone, I wonder? 2.5 million.
I'll tell you where it's gone, Rother Valley.
Rother Valley, exactly. 2.5 million down to 880,000. Now I'm going to give you a tip. The man who runs this place, not the manager, the man above him. If you go to Thornbury Animal Sanctuary, we've just had a new cabin built there, cafeteria cabin, log cabin, beautiful. Outside decking, done correctly. Seating area, inside lovely and warm, serving fine quality food. And I'll tell you what, it cost for that, it cost £85,000 for the cabin. It would have been 65, but it was 85 due to having fire regulations and all that and being a cafeteria. 85 grand, they've still got £800,000 left if they do that, but they'll not do it, because what they'll do, they'll have their own little contractors in, don't say for about fucking £800,000. It's a fucking joke.
Get on about fishing, look at this for a fishing
Well, we're
place.
talking about water here.
This used to be one of the best trout lakes in Yorkshire, and it
if
could
not
still
England,
be,
yeah.
if not England.
Yeah.
I've heard royals used to visit here
Yeah, they did,
to
yeah.
fish in bygone days.
Yeah.
But why don't they want it to be a trout lake? Somebody
I'll tell you
explain
why.
to me.
I'll tell you why, because it's
Why?
easier to do nothing, John. It's easier. I used to be a bailiff at Scoutdown Reservoir, 20 miles from me on A629 Huddersfield Road. I'm sure I've told you this. They charged £110 for a permit for a year. Allowed to come as many times as you want, just take 2 fish. Any method. the last year I was there, after they paid for all the fish, the permits and the insurances, etc., they've still got 32 grand left. This is a viable concern, but they'd sooner leave it stood. There used to be boating on here, there used to be water skiing and what else? Well, they're fucking sailboards and canoeing.
Another thing, there's signs all the way around saying no swimming. And then when you get to main entrance here,
swim, you
swim.
They advertise it.
But you've got to swim when they want you to swim.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's not allowed. In fact, I don't know a bloke not a million miles from me who actually got done as a younger man for swimming in here. There's bylaws on here saying no swimming. Unless they've been altered, I don't know. Anyway, rant's over for about 2 minutes. Right, we're back. Look at this here now. This is the Reservoir Cottage. This is where the bailiff used to live when I was a lad. Beautiful building. For the last 20 or 30 years, they've used it as offices for the staff who work here, the manager and his staff. Sadly, though, in the last 12 months, they've condemned it. So what they've done, they're just leaving it now. It's in disarray. It's going to be rack and ruin, basically. Beautiful building. I'm no builder, but I know people who are, and I'll tell you now, for 80,000 quid, you could make that a showpiece of an house. But you know what? They'll leave it till it all falls apart. Then they'll put it up to tender, seal bids only, and then, hey presto, it'll go to somebody. Not as good as a wink, know what I mean? Yeah, Reservoir Cottage, what a beautiful building. It's got quite a bit of land with it, look. Beautiful building. How nice is that, look? Proper fucking bricks, them. Don't be screwing a nail in that fucking wall. Not without a good drill, hammer drill, of course. On we go. Now at the Viber Country Park play area. And that's it. A concrete drainage pipe, some wood stuck in floor, some taller wood stuck in floor, bit of a rope climb wood thingy. Not wildlife crime scene where they knocked that shed down. They said it was dangerous. Imagine your kid falls and bangs the face on that. And I've got it on good authority that they've had £50,000 to build a new, that's beside the 2.5 million, what they've not got now. £50,000 of local house builders when they built some houses in village to build a new playground here. I don't know what hold up is. Probably worth while some fucker kills us on this. But yeah, it don't get very well used, obviously. Your kids aren't going to be fucking leaping up and down when they see this. I mean, they've only got to go down road to it's 20 grand. They've got a beautiful state-of-the-art playground here where you could fall off there, bump your head. It's a soft landing. Ideal for kids. Unlike this is the dam wall. It's probably the best path on Reservoir. Sadly, this time of year, it's closed from 18th of November. I think it's to allow migrating fucking wildfowl in, which we don't seem to get them. And it's shut down, but as sad as out, 2 times a week, twice weekly, they go up and down there swimming and racing them down a fucking speedboat. But you can't walk along it. Let me just show John, this is the disabled route. See how the phone there, John, can you get it?
Yep.
Get me on it. It's a bit precarious, can you?
We can see they go on. It's got that's the disabled route where he's going down there. Look, that's if you've got a wheelchair, that's how you've got to get down. Fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. There you go. I'm going down it now. Don't let me fall. Look at that. Beautiful.
Thanks, John. So yeah, what's happened now? They divert you around here. Divert you around here onto that precarious path.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Bless you. That needs you up a bit later on.
Gentleman Johnny. There's a sign for the bird eye. Let's have a walk down and see what we can see from the bird eye then. To be honest, I've been coming on here for about fucking 30 years. This place has not been open for the last 3. When I asked the previous manager for a key, he said he couldn't find it, they'd lost it, somebody had lost it. I'll have to have a word with Martin because when it's a bird-eyed, not a bird-eyed, when it's not in use, of course,
It's locked.
when it's fucking locked to the public. They built it for public, and when public want to go in, you can't go in because it's fucking locked. Look at that. Well and truly locked. Beautiful bird out, isn't
I can
it?
tell it's that long since anybody's been in.
Yeah.
Look at cobwebs on.
All spotted, Johnny.
Look at it there, look.
Yeah,
It's
all
not been in,
spotted. Not allowed in. It's for public,
but you're not allowed.
but the public aren't allowed in. It's a beautiful bird, right? I mean, imagine stood there looking over them at night. You never know. I'm going to give you a view on it from front. If Johnny can get through there, I can fly through it, I would think. So yeah, you see, look. That for a bit. It's in a bit of a state of disrepair now. A bit of paint wouldn't do any harm. But I would imagine last time I went in it was dry as a bone. The seats in there, it's a lovely facility. But it's not open to public, a bit like fucking disabled toilet. Here's the latest fucking brainwave from council. Innovation. This is what they call a turn island. Some fucker has had the fucking...
Put the pants down.
Somebody's had the pants down now, but somebody's had a brainwave to put this in for turns to nest on. Obviously, they're going to tow it out into the middle somewhere. They did the same with that boat there. I don't know if you can see. If I can zoom in, there's a boat. A rowing boat out there somewhere.
That's cormorant boat, that.
Yeah, that's where all cormorants just sit on there fucking fishing. There's no turns on there. And I've news for you kids. There'll be no fucking turns on there. They're not going to fucking think, they're not going to fuck off from Seaside and think I'm going to fuck off to Thriver and have some fucking young guns. They live outside at sea, the clue's in the fucking name, Seagull. So we're earned at path diversion now. This is a little bit of path I'm not keen on at all. Very unsafe, especially trying very slippery. And I've had a word with manager Martin and explained to him the dangers here. If I slip and fall down, look here, barbed wire. Now, Martin's excuse for it is it's stock fence, which is fair comment. The thing is, there's been no stock in here this year. There's been stock in there. And for stock fencing, the barbed wire does have to be on the inside of the post like that. But this is on the front, so if you fall, especially in this slippy condition, you're going to get an handful of barbed wire. But if you're little, you might even get a fucking face full. But yeah, it's treacherous on here. And a word from Martin, if barbed wire is alright on the inside of the fence, why haven't they got it along top? Why have they put bare wire along top? I could go up and show you, but take my word for it. There's no barbed wire on the top, but there's barbed wire on the bottom. It's a country park, for fuck's sake. Anyway, coming to end of our show for today. Probably come back with one more little clip. We don't want to spoil all fun at once. But like I said, I'm coming back once a month on any updates. If there's been any changes, which I fucking doubt there'll be any. Half the time I'm talking to me, so I'm sure. But while ever there's issues to raise, somebody's got to raise them, and I might as well be that man. So this has got to be a bit of credit here, because this was treacherous last year. And what they've done, they've put a new surface down, put a new fence around it, poured it at the bottom so it don't wash away. And it's a job well done, so I've got to give credit where it's due. I don't know whose idea this was, but I'll tell you something, he's wanted it for 20 years. So we're on his way back now. Like I said, there's quite a few, they like to be disabled friendly, but that's okay if you're not fucking disabled. You won't be getting around that path if you're disabled. You saw that young woman come down with pram, come to manage without the help of gentleman John. But yeah, this path is not scheduled to be done this year or next year. As you can see, it holds quite a bit of water. You can see with width how people keep walking wider and wider, trying to keep out of mud. And it's frosty underfoot. So the walking conditions, apart from being slippy, you're not going to get caked in mud, which is a bonus. Not unless you fall down. And this one goes for about probably 3/4 of a mile. And it gets worse actually the further you go. There's the Turn Island, whatever they call it. Cormorant Island, I call it, sat on there. If you have a look here, I'll zoom in, look. Yeah, there's two sat there, just trying the wings. Yeah, as you can see, all banks are beginning overgrown. They call it rewilding. What they've done is, I call it neglect. Like, it used to be you could walk all the way around here and see water. But now, it's limited where you can see it. Like I said, that wall is shut off for whalefowl, what they're eating on. I don't know why they shut that off, because I'm actually close to the water now. than what I would be up there. And round on that side there, I'm even closer. I mean, somebody make it make fucking sense, please. Another potato mine, fucking trees growing out of walls here. What's going to happen with that is it's going to push the wall over. And you don't have to be fucking note about anything to know what's going to happen there. The fucking tree is going to win. And they've got trees growing out outside, and it's just all in a state of fucking disrepair. I mean, it's just, like I said, I've called it fucking rewild, and it's just fucking, it's neglect. Look at these trees here. These are a bit first on list to go for me, personally. What do you think, John?
They need cutting out.
They need cutting out. Yeah. They'll have the wall down.
So all these are self-sets, these.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll have the wall down. Then they'll have the path fucking closed. Then people will not be happy when it's all preventable. I have had a word with my mate Martin about it. I don't know if he's going to do anything about it, but put him in picture, as I like to do. Anyway, that's the final update, I think.
This is what happens, look.
This is what happens. Yeah, look at that. Can't grow anywhere. Only fucking out of water. Mad, innit? All so easily preventable. Yeah, so for my mates on the council, especially Martin's gaffer, I'll see you next month with an update. Over and out.